All right, we're recording. Welcome to another episode of the Transform Sales podcast. We are looking at the sales software review series, and today I am with Mark from Salemaker.com. Mark, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Eddie?
Doing fantastic, Mark. I want to learn more about Salemaker or Maker.
Salemaker. So it's getsalemaker.com. Yeah.
Perfect. So let's, my editor is going to fix that in a little editing clip. So I want to learn more about getsalemaker.com. And let's start with your ideal customers. Who is the best type of user for your software?
Sure. Our ideal customers are probably digital marketers, lead generation agencies, sales teams, that group that are mostly doing outbound outreach or marketing, because that's what our software allows them to do in their outbound marketing, to keep it personal in their outbound marketing.
Okay, fantastic. Is there any sweet spot in terms of the size of the company of your customers?
Yeah, I mean, any size really. I mean, we're seeing smaller teams. We're not really at the enterprise level yet, but they could use it if they had to.
If they wanted to. Awesome. Now, specifically, what does your software help users do that they couldn't do before they had you guys?
Yeah, record an unlimited amount of personal Loom style videos. So definitely couldn't do that before. Or if they tried to do that, it would take a really long time to do. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Loom pitch, where the Loom's in the corner and the person's website, the prospect's website's in the background. We allow you to create as many of those as you need and keep it as personal as you need.
Fantastic. I've seen a lot of people use Loom, as you mentioned. Some people may be familiar with Vidyard or Dub, but ideally is a screen sharing application, right? Like more like a screen recording application where they can use it both internally for prospecting, to share personalized messages with a lead or with another team, alignment, etc. Awesome. Now, how would you say a potential customer should be measuring the success of bringing getsalemaker.com?
Sure. Booked meetings, for calls, for sales demos, for sales calls, increase in that. We've seen a lot of our, users use it for that, and their bookings like literally almost double. Or show up rates to meetings is a big one as well. We have a ton of automations, Zapier and API calls, where you can automatically send a demo that you're going to, prior to a meeting. And then the person that gets that, if they watch that meeting, it's extremely high, like a 90% show up rate. It's actually kind of crazy.
That's fantastic. So if they're increasing the show up rate, if they're overall converting more throughout the pipeline, that's an indicator definitely in sales. I'd say another one, it's not as tangible, but definitely if you're increasing the efficacy or efficiency of communication, getting the message across in a much more comprehensive way with more details and maybe in a shorter time span, that could be another measure of success. All right, would you please go ahead and share your screen so we can take a look at the demo of GetSalemaker?
Yeah, of course. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Awesome. I think we're there. And one question, as you walk us through this demo, is your software kind of like a desktop application, browser extension, or how does it work?
Yeah, just a PC or tablet or iPad, tablet, something like that. You'd have to access it from. We're not really mobile friendly yet, but on the web at GetSalemaker or trysalemaker.com, those two URLs will get you to start using our web application.
Okay, fantastic. Now let's imagine a use case. Say you are let's say an SDR, right? An appointment setter at a software company, and you want to send a message to a prospect, maybe based on a meeting that you just had, a proposal or a little follow-up. How would you do that?
Exactly. So you have to create an avatar first. Ultimately, you want to create a campaign. But to get started, you're going to have to create an avatar and a template. So an avatar is here. You're going to see my prior avatar show up. Sorry, a little bit of a lag with that, but so these are my past avatars. I'll just create an avatar here. And then you can record a video from your browser camera or whatever camera you have, in your browser. You can upload a prior video if you have a really good quality video with quality audio lighting. And then you can also create an audio file if you want our software to clone your voice in a better way. It's good to get a crisp audio file. You could also change the settings to make it more stable, more similar to your voice, exaggerate a little more. We have that in there. So once that's done, I'm just going to click some stuff here to move on. You would upload all that stuff, and then you would create your avatar. I'm not going to do that because it'll take a few minutes. And then you would create a template. A template is just a landing page that will have the video embedded in the landing page and your calendar right next to it. You could also have your logo. You could also change the color of the landing page. You could personalize the message here. I don't have to walk you through that whole process, but you get the point. And whatever your calendar is, cal.com, Calendly, HubSpot, we link them all here so you could integrate with that. Then once your avatar and your template is created, you would just do a new campaign. Then it would be new camp. And I'm just going to select an avatar and a template. Also, with the campaign, you can append another video if you want to every video you create. So if you have like a demo or something that you want to pitch to specific prospects or clients, you could add that video to each personalized video that you want here. I'm not going to do that now, but you could. And then this is where Salemaker really differentiates ourselves from any competitor or anyone that I've seen so far, is the degree of personalization we allow for when creating a campaign. You can have multiple leads, up to 800 at a time, and then we could extend that if you needed, but up to 800 at a time with their first name, their company name, their location, their title, their company size, revenue, whatever data you can get, we can incorporate that into every single video that you have. So if I upload a CSV file with 60 rows of data, we can make an individual video for each one of those rows or prospects, like you see here. So name, their company URL, their company name, their title, their location, all that type of stuff. So I'm going to move on. And then you can write a script out, hi name, and you can get extremely personal. So hi name, I see you are the title of company doing, whatever they're doing in their industry, located in and you can go on. So however specific and personal you want to make your pitch to each person you're reaching out to, if you have the data for it, you can incorporate that into the videos that we generate for you. You could hear a preview of that, and then you would just continue, and then it'll give you an estimation of how long the video generation would take. And that's pretty much the whole workflow to get from start to finish on creating videos for every single lead.
And question, at the end of the process, does the tool automatically send the videos, or do you get the videos, but then it's on your team's process to distribute each video into each lead?
Yeah. Sorry, it's breaking up there a little bit, but I think I heard what you said about, do we send the videos? We don't send the videos right now, but this is, and also another big powerful thing with the Salemaker, we can integrate through a Zapier, webhook or an API. We give you an API key. So anything that allows for that, like Smartly, Instantly, any of the email sequencers, we can automate the whole process. So all you would do is design the campaign, or really all you would do is upload a video and voice to create the avatar, create the landing page if you want, and then go to Smartly or Instantly, make the Zapier API call, and then we could give you back either the URL of the landing page with all that stuff, or just the video, or whatever you want. So that's that. We don't have integration into those softwares, but with our Zapier webhook and API call, you can automate the whole process without having to create this whole, campaign and CSV file and all that stuff.
That's very powerful. So, Mark, if I get this right, at first I got that impression that it was more like another or an alternative rather to Loom and Vidyard in terms of just recording my screen, sending a message. But in reality, is more like training an AI avatar, right? Given that sample, because the sample videos that you shared, that you fed it initially, are more for the system to be able to render and impersonate you, let's say, mimic
Exactly.
your experience, right? Same as the audio clips. Train the model, and then you feed it the script, and you can be changing the script whenever you need it. The model is already trained, and it's always going to generate the campaign based on the script that I need, even if I don't have, let's say, that avatar handy. I can just scan somebody, map it out, and then keep feeding it the scripts, keep sending it to leads, and it's going to help me at scale produce personalized videos or somewhat relevant videos, right? As personalized and as relevant as we can make it with the tokens that you share with us. You
Sure.
can use different personalization tokens to then, as you mentioned, there are some integrations that allow you to, yes, automatically be sending this to 800 leads at a time
Definitely.
or
You said
more.
it. You said it perfectly.
That's fantastic. Well, it's a very interesting and powerful, especially with the advent of AI and this technology that allows us to do different things. Now I can see it how this is putting it to a good use in terms of sending personal messages. It's interesting that you do have the option of just getting the different files, because I can imagine maybe it doesn't exist today, but in the future, an integration with LinkedIn Video, I've seen that attaching the video in a conversation is definitely a way to stand out.
So, so
Seeing,
yeah,
yeah,
so we don't have a native integration with something like Phantom Buster or Drippy, or is it Dripify? Sorry, I forget the link. But there's automations like you're saying where you could send a message. We can integrate with those because they allow for Zapier webhooks. So as creative as you can get with a Zapier webhook, we can integrate. Like I have demos that I'm going to post soon on LinkedIn to show that exact workflow that you said. To say if they give me a response, I say, here's the video. We say, hey, would you like a 30-second, 40-second video on a strategy I have to increase XYZ? They say yes. Boom, they get the automated video generator from our product from a Zapier webhook on Phantom Buster or one of the tools that are out there. So definitely already a use case being used.
that's incredible. And then the call to action, it's typically going to be, hey, let's hop on a meeting if you want to learn a little bit more, take it a little bit deeper. All right.
Exactly.
All right, see, well, Mark, this has been very helpful, very informative. Is there anything else you would like to share with the audience before we wrap it up?
No, just go to getsalemaker.com and start creating videos. We'll jump on a call if you need to, and we can help you out in any way. Yeah, we look forward to working with anybody. Thanks,
That's
Eddie.
fantastic, Mark. Appreciate that. Getsalemaker.com. You can also find them in the Cloutos Marketplace. Thank you so much for your time, Mark, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Okay?
Thanks, Eddie.
Awesome. All right, let's give it a few seconds. I'm